Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. This episode will be another installment in our 10 Things series, where we sit down with a coach or former teacher and have a fun, relaxed conversation about GrapeSEED. Our 10 Things are a set of 10 questions the conversation will be built around, but we will most certainly talk about many other things too. Our guest today is Marina Urusova from GrapeSEED Russia, who you might have heard mentioned in Miss Alina's podcast, number 30, when she highlighted the great relationship they had as a coach and teacher. So welcome to the podcast, Marina.
Thank you for inviting me. Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you can feel free to return the shout out to Miss Alina, who I'm sure will be listening to this podcast as well.
Oh, yes, I hope she will be listening. So thank you, Miss Alina, for remembering about me, and also for my son, whom you are teaching. And I know that it's not always easy.
That we'll have to have her back on the podcast to talk about Marina's son. We'll just have it'll just be deeper and deeper going into the world and the relationship between you two. That'll be fun.
Okay.
So let's start out with the first question here. What is your favorite material and why?
Well, I understand everybody who says that it's not easy to choose, because there are really a lot of materials that are great and I love them. But I'll start with Let's Spin.
Okay.
And it's not only because, so it's in unit number 3, and it's not only because of the nice tune and great words, but also because I liked the video, that black and white style. Those boys and girls, they looked so stylish and they moved just really in a great way, and they were, all that movement was so full of life that, as for me, I just can't stay away from dancing each time I saw them. So I think if you really feel lack of energy, you just switch it on and immediately your energy will be back with you. So I think it's just a great piece of art, Let's Spin.
Yeah.
And I also want to mention one more. Everybody Grows. I know that it was mentioned in the podcast.
Of course, yeah.
Yes.
The greatest hits.
Yes, this is really a hit. And I love the tune. So it's really very melodious. And I remember how my students asked me not to tell it, because this is actually a story which has a tune, right? But they wanted me to sing it all the time, and they were happy to sing it with me. And besides, there is such a cool guitar playing moment before the expression, but everybody grows. So those who heard this, they understand what I'm talking about now.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So in the class, we did a kind of sound which was in the song, stomping and clapping in the song of Queen, We Will Rock You.
Oh, okay. Dum dum.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And it was not actually my idea. This idea came to me from Ulan-Ude, from our coaches from Ulan-Ude. And I don't know actually was that their idea or they also heard from someone, but it was great. My students were waiting for that moment just to make this sound. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then singing it again. And that was really cool. So everybody who wants, you may use this idea, though it was not mine, but still I think your students will love it. So thanks to those who really created this idea.
Yeah, it's interesting. I've always thought of Everybody Grows as like that folk or kind of country song, but apparently it can be sung as a rock anthem too if you're in Russia.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
Right. Yes, it was very rocky. And thank you, Ulan-Ude, that you shared this idea with me.
Great shout out. So let's go on to favorite unit next.
Yeah. I also was thinking about this for a long time, but still I want to say Unit 3 Black. I love black. I had a shirt at that moment that it was written on the shirt in English, I will never stop wearing black. And I was so happy to put it on every
Perfect.
day, like, yeah, every day for the first week of Unit 3. And I remember learning the materials. So when I was on Unit 2 with my students, I was listening to Unit 3 at home. And of course, my own sons were listening with me, and my eldest son was faster than me to learn this.
Of
All
course.
this unit. Yeah, sure. And I was arguing with him which song or which action activity having a tune will be the hit in the classroom. And each day we had new ideas, because the more you are getting into the materials and the more you are getting used to them and the more you know the tunes, the more you love them. And still each day I had one variant, he had another one, and we were arguing. Finally, we decided that all of them are great, and his group will, because at that time I was teaching his group, and his group will love all the songs and all the action activities.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone.